Hey everybody, it's Andy Barrar, Handy Andy from handyandymedia.com, and today I'll be doing a review for Best Buy's blog on the Contixo drones, two of them in fact. We're looking at the F28, very much at entry level, great for kids, and also the bigger version, the F35, which shoots in 4K. Are these drones any good? Folks, we're about to find out. So let's start with the F28 from Contixo. And like I mentioned, this is a very much a beginner entry-level drone. If you're new to droning like I am, this is probably something you want to get just to get comfortable with the controls. It has a very standard kind of controller. You put your smartphone in the top. I did have one issue though. I was using the Pixel 7 with a really slim case, and my case kept wanting to fall out inside of that smartphone holder on the controller. But otherwise, from an entry level, this was very, very easy to navigate and to gain confidence in droning, because I think that's really what is important if you're going to learn to use a drone. Speaking of drones, here we go with the F35. This is kind of like the big daddy of the drone series from Contixo. Shoots in 4K. You'll notice that the controller is also a little more robust. It has kind of lights like to show you like GPS mode. And also the smartphone holder is way more secure. I had no issues with my phone. But the big thing about this one is that gimbal and the 4K stabilization doesn't really work. So side by side, if you look at both of these, you can kind of see the size difference between the F28. Very much, again, at entry level, it folds down. It comes with its own case, so you can take it anywhere. But if you really want to get some serious videos, you might want to jump up to the F35. And can you still fly this if you're new to droning? Well, I am the perfect case study for that, because this is what you're watching is the first liftoff ever. And I'm doing with the F28 to start with. Starting to get a good feel of it, just trying to get comfortable navigating with the controllers so it becomes almost second nature, going up and down, left and right. And here's some video footage that I recorded with it. Again, this does in 2K. You'll notice it's not probably the most stable of videos, but that's probably from my flying skills rather than the quality of the drone itself, because literally this is like the first time I've ever flown a drone, and I'm recording the footage for the very first time. And here I am kind of trying to get close to it and look at it and control at the same time. I'm basically just trying to make it like you would play a video game and then the controls just become like intuitive. I'm trying to get that same thing, because you can actually adjust the gimbal like I'm doing right now for the camera angle. And I was trying to get a nice good shot of my garden here that I have all this raised garden bed around my fence. So I was trying to it'd be great to get a nice overhead shot of everything. But then later I took it to the secluded area because I was also reviewing some new e-bikes, and I was like, oh, this would be so great if I could get drone footage with the e-bike, because these drones from Contixo have something called person detection. So you could actually find an object, make a square around it, and then it uses the AI to then follow that object while it's flying. So I set it up right now, but I had to put the controller on the ground because I'm using the bike, and it's trying to follow me, but I think it's having a hard problem because I'm going too fast. I'm not moving this. It's actually moving by itself, and it's like, oh wait, there he is. Yep, I got him. And then boom, I disappear again, like flash, I'm gone. And it's really trying to catch up. Next up, the F35. Now I got some confidence in my droning skills. I want to try it out and take it to the next level. And you know what? It's very similar to the F28. So once I flew that entry-level drone, I felt very confident with this. And here's some of the 4K footage that I got of my garden bed. I was trying to get nice and close to it, but you have to understand, I didn't want to get too close because I felt that I was just going to fly right into it and crash it. And that's really what happens when you fly drones for the very first time. It's not if you're going to crash it, it's a matter of when. And then again, I wanted to get this footage for this other review I was doing. So look at here, we got the person detection. It's working great. Everything's going good. And then bam! It just went straight into the bush, and I got footage to show that. And I said, again, it's a matter of when you're going to crash the drone. It survived. The next day, I got it a full charge. I went back. I was really stubborn. I wanted to get this footage, and the person detection's working pretty good over here now. It's finding me, and it's following me. I'm not going as fast. I'm staying nice and close so it can recognize me. And this time, I put the square not just on myself, but the bike as well. But one thing I noticed, it wasn't moving anywhere with this person detection. So then I was like, well, how else can it do it? And so I'm just trying to get more comfortable again and playing around with the drone. it was really fun. Like I was like, well, I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to it. And but it was kind of scary. It's like a alien that's flying around. I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool. So here's a shot of that where I'm just like, wow. You really start to gain confidence in flying the drone, especially if you have an open area. This is the issue: is you have to go to your local, laws and see what is permitted because you don't want to get fined. That area was very secluded, so I felt comfortable doing it there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Contixo drones. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. I felt like a kid. Like literally, I was a 15-year-old kid again. Entry level F28. Definitely, I can say kids can enjoy it. They'll probably fly it better than adults. But again, they're probably going to want the F35, especially if you want to get that good video footage. Folks, my name is Andy Barrar. Handy Andy. Visit more information on my website, handyandymedia.com. Be sure to subscribe. See you next time.